People are adding baking soda to their water for heartburn, brushing with it for whiter teeth, even mixing it into smoothies for energy. It looks harmless, just a white powder in a cardboard box. But here's what nobody tells you. Not all baking soda is the same. Some is mined naturally from the earth. Some is manufactured in chemical plants, using ammonia and industrial brine. Let's start with the cheapest option on the shelf. Great value from Walmart. 50 to 75 cents for a 1-pound box. At that price, corners have to be cut somewhere. Flip the box over. You'll see one ingredient, sodium bicarbonate. But what you won't see is where it came from. Was it naturally mined from trona deposits or synthesized in a chemical facility? There's no disclosure, no heavy metal testing transparency, no certificate of analysis. Private label brands often switch suppliers based on quarterly bids. That means one batch could be mined, the next synthetic, and you'd never know. Baking soda is used for baking, brushing teeth, and even as an antacid. If you're consuming it regularly, lack of sourcing transparency matters. Saving a few cents shouldn't mean guessing what's inside the box. Essential Everyday is the generic store brand found at chains like Safeway and Albertsons. It looks basic, and it is, but basic shouldn't mean questionable. Some users report a slightly gritty texture compared to finer milled brands. Dissolve it in water, and you may notice a harsher, more chemical aftertaste. That raises concerns about particle consistency and potential additives. Certain anti-caking agents, such as sodium ferrocyanide, are legally permitted in small amounts. They don't require bold front label disclosure. While approved levels are considered safe, many consumers simply don't realize these compounds can be present. Again, the box provides no sourcing details, no mention of mined versus synthetic production, no heavy metal testing transparency. When a product is marketed for food, oral care, and digestive use, clearer labeling should be the minimum standard. Trader Joe's has a powerful health halo. Shoppers assume higher standards because the store emphasizes organic produce and clean label foods. But their baking soda? It's a commodity product in Trader Joe's packaging. There's no certification stating aluminum-free, no heavy metal testing disclosure, no indication whether it's mined or synthesized. It's likely sourced from the same large-scale suppliers that produce for budget brands. The difference is branding and price. Consumers trust Trader Joe's to curate better ingredients, but staple commodities like baking soda don't always receive that same scrutiny. You're paying more for the label, not necessarily for improved sourcing or purity. When a store builds its reputation on transparency, even basic products should reflect that promise. In this case, the box doesn't provide meaningful proof of higher standards. Kroger's store-brand baking soda has faced more serious concerns. In 2018, independent laboratory testing commissioned by consumer advocacy groups reportedly detected aluminum contamination in certain store-brand baking sodas, including products sold under Kroger labels. The aluminum wasn't intentionally added. Contamination can occur during mining, processing, or packaging. Still, aluminum exposure is something many consumers actively try to avoid, especially in personal care. Ironically, some people use baking soda as a natural deodorant alternative specifically to avoid aluminum compounds. Without published batch testing or transparency reports, customers have no way to verify purity levels. Kroger frequently changes suppliers based on pricing, which may mean inconsistent quality across batches and regions. For a product used in food, and sometimes ingested directly for heartburn relief, confirmed contamination concerns make this brand difficult to recommend. Whole Foods built its reputation on clean ingredients and transparency. So when customers see the 365 brand, they assume premium quality. But the baking soda tells a different story. There's no certification labeling it as aluminum-free, no public heavy metal testing data, no disclosure about natural mining versus synthetic Solvay process production. Some consumers report a faint metallic taste in baked goods. Subtle, but noticeable. That shouldn't happen with high-purity sodium bicarbonate. Despite the premium price, often $2 to $3 per pound, the sourcing standards appear similar to conventional store brands. Even more concerning, the same product is marketed for baking, cleaning, and deodorizing, with no distinction between food-grade and cleaning-grade processing. Higher price doesn't automatically mean higher purity. Transparency should justify the premium, and here it doesn't. Arm & Hammer dominates the U.S. market, with more than 60% share under its parent company, Church & Dwight. The iconic yellow box has been in kitchens for generations. But brand recognition doesn't equal transparency. Arm & Hammer uses both naturally mined sodium bicarbonate and synthetically produced baking soda. They can switch sources depending on cost and availability, without indicating which method was used on the label. The box simply says pure. While technically accurate, it doesn't explain origin, processing, or heavy metal testing. The same product is marketed for baking cookies, cleaning sinks, freshening refrigerators, and absorbing odors in cat litter. There's no clear food grade versus cleaning grade separation. For a company with nearly 2 centuries of trust, clearer sourcing and contamination disclosure should be standard practice.